have today Nguyet in the house. Nguyet is from Vietnam and she now studying banking and finance in Southampton. Isn't it? Is it sure? Can you introduce a bit about you so our friends can know more about you, Nguyet?
Yeah, I'm from An Giang province.
Ah.
Before applying for the Chevening scholarship, I was a university lecturer at An Giang University in Thailand. And then I got a scholarship and now I'm here in Southampton.
Okay, so how do you feel right now in Southampton?
Southampton is so beautiful and the people here is so nice.
Oh, can you share like one experience that you got since the day you came to the UK that made you like, wow, that's something that you really like cannot forget and maybe you want to share with your friends when you go back Vietnam?
Yeah, I would like to share about the people in the UK. First, because my accommodation just allowed me to attend the room on the 23rd of September, but I booked a flight and I reached the UK in the 22nd. So I found nowhere to stay in the UK for a night. So I asked a group in Southampton, a Vietnamese society, and one man inboxed me and he asked me to stay at his house for a night. At first, I was so afraid because I was kidnapped or raped. But when I entered the UK, he was so nice and his house celebrated me and other Vietnamese students as a big party. And we got a very fun time together.
Wow! So he's from Vietnam or he's from the UK?
Yeah, a Vietnamese student.
Wow, it's beautiful. So it's like a great like impression, and you know, in any situation, there's something really nice gonna come to us, right? Okay, beautiful. So can you share a bit about the journey? What did make you decide to choose Chevening and also to particularly study what are you studying now?
At first, I did not I hadn't had any idea about applying for Chevening, but I intended to apply for the Australian award scholarship at AS. But I got the interview and I failed. So at that time, just Chevening opened the application, so I applied for Chevening, and then I got an interview. But because I got a lot of pressure at that moment, so I failed at the interview because of an accident just one day before the interview day. So I couldn't perform very well, and I failed. So next, the year after, I applied again and I got the interview again and I passed it. But at that time, I received a lot of help from a lot of people, not just Vietnamese, but other people in different countries. We practiced together, interview rounds, and also some Cheveners in Africa also helped me to review the application and practice for the interview.
Oh wow!
So Chevening is a big family.
Yeah. That made me feel like bad. I remember you and me supposed to have like practice time, and it didn't happen. Anyway, so you can see like with Shada, Chevening is a big family. So you have like Cheveners from all over the world, and maybe it's probably nice to practice with somebody from another country, and you kind of like even more have more insight on other perspective. So could you share the differences between the first and the second time you applied for Chevening scholarship? Yeah.
Excuse me
Could,
again.
yeah? Could you share about the differences between the first and the second time you apply for Chevening scholarship in your application? Do you think is any like particular thing different from the, the first and the second time? Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I had a personal project about helping poor ethnic people in my province. In Anyang province, there are a lot of poor Khmer women. They live in poor conditions, but although they have a lot of, advantages to develop themselves as well as the financial status, but they couldn't take advantage of this. So I did a project to help them to have the habit of saving, and then I want to teach them. I teach them to use the money they save to do some small business to sell for the visitors, travelers. Yeah, so the first application I just did, I just wrote something very general about my career plan. I just want to study in finance because I can open a company, then I can hire some poor people to work in my company. But in the second time, I want to develop my idea into a micro level, a big level. I want to set up a microfinance institution in Anyang so that I can teach the people and also give them the money so that they can also have borrow the money and have the tools to develop themselves.
Wow.
So more specific, more clear about my career plan.
Oh yeah, and also come from your own experience during the 1 year of doing it. So it is nice to learn from that sharing that if we can actually make it more practical and more specific, so people actually they can imagine that you're actually doing it and it's more like you're going to make it happen. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. So how did you have that kind of passion of doing it? Can you share your story behind it?
From my personal experience, I love doing charity, and many times I went to the areas. I saw a lot of poor people. They live very poor. But when I did a small survey, a small research about why they are still living poor, I found out that they got a very bad habit of money management. So I did a project to help them to get out of the poor.
Wow, beautiful. And Chevening looking for people who actually make contribution to society. So, well, thank you for sharing it. So, can you share about any kind of like advice you have for any friends who prepare for application?
Yeah, I think that people should very consider carefully about the course and the career plan because they are the most important things in the application. People give you the money so that you can know what exactly you want to do in the future and what you lack so that you can use the knowledge and the relationships in the UK to make your dreams come true, to help other people. So they are the most important things about the career plan and the courses.
Can you share a bit about your leadership? How did you convince them about your leadership potential or capability? Because this is a big thing of Chevening, right?
I show them about the project for helping the poor people because I was the pioneer in this area in my province, and also I did seek a lot of help from the local people who are strangers, and also seek the help from the government in this area, and also connect with other students who are not business people in my class. So I combine this to use it to apply for my project. To be honest, when I taught finance in my class, I organized the class into a small group around 3 people. And then I asked my students to do business every 5 years. But they can apply the financial knowledge into their business and then can be startup in the future.
Wow.
So I asked my students to participate in my project for helping the poor people.
Oh, so it's really like practical, and it's like helping people to make things in the real life easier.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I think we can learn from that in future if we have any training with other people. It's great ideas. So can you share about your experience with networking? What would be your tips for people to enhance their networking ability? Yeah? Because you have contacts with different like organization and also maybe some different students and things like that.
Networking skill. Personally, I think that it's not very difficult. Everyone can do it. Just the way that you can start a conversation with a stranger and try some way to maintain a relationship and develop it, or use key person, so that you can tap into a new environment. Use the relationships to obtain what you want to do. For example, when I did the project in the area, it is a very different area with where I am living, because I live in the city center and they are local people, the ethnic people. They live in a very small groups and quite isolated from the city center. So I used my relationships to ask a person who often doing charity at this area. So he helped me to connect with key people there, Khmer people, and a person who really loved doing charity there. So these 2 people helped me to tap into the Khmer community. With them, I can connect with the monk, because the Khmer people, they are very religious and very believe in Buddhist. So I connect with the monk at Buddhist temples, so that they can help me to make the Khmer women believe in my lectures when I teach them about saving and doing business.
Wow, it's beautiful to hear you are sharing about finding like the key people and then tap into the community and make a bigger impact. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you find the key people?
A small scale. I mean, you can start in a very small scale. That you just have a conversation. I mean, you start a conversation with a stranger and try to find something in common, and then you can make a relationship. Just start from a very basic level first. Because it's the way that I make when I enter the Khmer community, a new community with me.
Oh yeah? Oh wow.
Yep.
Beautiful. It's like we actually were there met before, and thank you for joining today. Yeah, that's beautiful. Maybe it's also somehow related to networking, and yes, thank you for sharing that. So let's move on a bit. Like, how did you enter let's say the interview, and could you share about the second time of the interviews? You shared that you had more practices. Is there any other thing that you think you want to advise or share with new or future Cheveners who are going to attend this interview? Yeah.
At my first interview, I was so nervous. So I talked like a robot. And when people asked me, I tried to give a correct answer. a perfect answer, and I didn't consider about others' feelings. So in the second time, this was totally natural, like a coffee, like a simple talk at a coffee. So we talked, we shared, and we laughed, and I gave the person, the interview panel, a chance to give their ideas about my ideas. So we share about the idea with each other very freely.
So can you share about like how did you have that kind of like changing from the first to the second time? What is the main thing?
Maybe because my opportunity, attitudes.
Attitude, yeah.
My attitudes. I forget to tell you that although I let them to tell their ideas, but I was very consistent. Protected my ideas.
Yes.
Now, but I will protect the ideas that. Finally, I think I want.
Wow. So it's like the dedication and commitment to your project and your dream and your passion, right? That's consistency, yeah? Oh, beautiful. So can you share about that, maybe some ideas about the UK and Chevening experience that you put it in the application before when they asked about why did you apply and what it is want to study about this, but then you only actually knew it when you came to the UK. What would be the thing that you only now realize and you didn't know that before you came here?
You mean some facts about the UK that I just know?
Yeah, maybe it can be facts or can be something like you would put in the application or tell the interviewers again, because now actually you realize when you actually came here, but you didn't know that before that because you never been here. So what is the thing? Is anything like that?
I want to study banking and finance in the UK because UK is the most developed country about finance. Yeah, in financial areas. So it would be the best option to study there. But now I just started my course just around 1 month, so I haven't discovered anything much about in the UK. About the people, the British, they are very nice, very helpful, not like a stereotype that people tell about the UK that they are very cold and very difficult to have a conversation. I think it's totally opposite. You just start a conversation and they will laugh with you. Like a friend.
Wow, beautiful. So it's like we should be always open and learn and actually like let's just like if we open and learn and willing to receive some kind of natural beauty of people instead of have some perception before, maybe we can see that beauty even more. It's so beautiful, my friend. Like don't ever listen to some other, like maybe not having that kind of stereotype. What do you say? Yeah, because they always has some bad side and good side of everything, and if we open, we can actually see always some opportunities and great people out there. So beautiful. Can you share about your advice in adapting in the UK when you come? Yeah, do you have any kind of like tips or techniques for our fans who are going to come here? Yeah.
You mean some tips that
to adapt in UK that you actually just like learn, yeah?
Actually, I don't have any tips. Just be myself. When I need to seek help, I just open my mouth.
I love that one.
For example, when I first entered the university, I often got lost because I didn't know where to go to some place. So I asked a lot of people, and they were very nice. They took me to the right place. Yeah.
They even like maybe take you there like until you get there, right?
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
Be there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that you when you like made a job that you open your mouth. So it's like ask and you have the answer. It's beautiful. So can you share about any other kind of like experience in terms of your studying, or maybe some kind of preparation that you think that you would have prepared differently if you had time to go back before you come to the UK? Probably you would have prepared that. So
Oh, now I'm struggle with my study because the teachers use a lot of terms, specific terms in this area, in finance area, because I haven't prepared for learning the terms in Vietnam. So now I need to look up every term in the internet and write down to take note, because it's quite strange to me. Yeah. So before enter the UK, you should read some books in your area and learn some specific terms before studying here.
wow, yeah. So good preparation always gonna help us during the journey. Yeah, and oh, beautiful. Do you have any other things to share with our friends who are going to apply for Chevening or any scholarship in general? The things,
I think if you have the ideas of studying abroad, whatever your personality is, maybe you are an introvert, you are an extrovert, you are an outgoing, you are quiet, whatever. Or wherever you come from, maybe you come from big cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, or you come from a very small area like my province, An Giang province. No one know about An Giang.
I love An Giang. Oh.
So just apply for the scholarship. Maybe you won't get it at the first time, but then you will get a lot of relationships, a lot of help, a lot of friends in different areas. Maybe online, maybe real friendship, and then we together can get the scholarship. It's my real story, because when I applied the first time, I had no friends.
Oh.
Now I got a lot of friends. And got the idea of applying scholarship. Now all of them got the scholarship.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you become a friend of somebody if going to apply for a scholarship. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. All my friends now got a scholarship.
Oh.
First, they were like me. Just have an idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now they all succeeded.
Wow. So from idea to action gonna make a difference, right? So having idea beautiful and just do it. And thank you for sharing about not giving up, because that is the real story from Nguyet, applying for different scholarship and the Australia one and British one, and now here we go, we have Nguyet in the house, and I really like contacting Nguyet for long, and this sorry that only today I have chance to hear her story. It's beautiful. Hope to see you. So are you coming to visit Bristol or maybe Hanoi one day? Probably we can see each other, or maybe I go to An Giang. It could be lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for today. I let Nguyet go because now it's quite late, and she just came back from the gym. That is another thing we can learn from Nguyet, like have some activities when you come here to the UK and do some exercise to energize and enjoy studying, enjoy life in the UK, and make more friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.